This is the story of the world's youngest serial killer, and the ending of this is particularly unsettling. Amarjit Sada was born to a family of impoverished laborers in 1998. Sada is a very disturbing little boy. He looks like an Indian version of the child from The Grudge. He was from a village called Bihar, which is the state in East India that borders Nepal. Sada was described as a loner who spent his time climbing trees and roaming around the village. Where have we heard that before? Lots of places, like every single serial killer story ever. In 2006, when Amarjit was just 8 years old, his aunt and her 6-month-old baby came to live with their family in Bihar. His aunt left to visit a nearby city where she had found a job. So his aunt's gone, and his mom leaves the house to go to the market to get some vegetables. So she leaves Amarjit to watch his younger sister and his cousin, this 6-month-old baby. Shortly thereafter, Amarjit Sada murdered his cousin. An 8-year-old kid killed a baby. I don't know if the baby was 6 months old at this time exactly, but they were still clearly an infant, like not even a whole year old. So while he was supposed to be watching this baby, he started messing with it. He started pinching and slapping the baby, and when the baby would cry, he apparently became gleeful. Literally, he became gleeful from inflicting pain on this completely helpless infant that he was supposed to be protecting. Granted, I know 8 is a little young to be babysitting, but still. Most kids would probably just like ignore it maybe, I don't know, or try and go play and do their own thing, but not Amarjit. After the pinching and slapping bored him, I guess, he began choking the baby. He started to choke the baby, and eventually he strangled the baby to death. He took the body to a nearby forest, and he picked up a brick and smashed in the baby's head before burying it under some grass. And when his mom got home, he just straight up told her. He literally confessed with no prompts, no questioning, nothing. He just told her, and she was in complete shock. Gotta love all the noise out here. I think the truck's gone. His mom did not know what to do, so she basically just informed his father. Instead of handing Amarjit Sada over to the police, his father just physically punished him, and then they came up with this entire story, an entire fake story to con the aunt into like believing that this was a complete accident. The following winter, his parents were taking a nap, and the mother woke up when she started hearing these noises. She believed that these noises were wails of pain from their young daughter, who was like 8 months old at this point. The mom went into the room where her baby girl was, and she picked her up to breastfeed her because she thought she was hungry. And when she held her to her chest, she realized that her daughter was dead. So she straight up just asks her son, "Did you kill your sister too?" And he replies very matter-of-factly, yes, he had strangled his baby sister to death. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if his younger sister was a freaking baby and previously he had killed another baby, I probably wouldn't be leaving my baby around that kid. Just saying. There are always red flags, and this could not be a bigger red flag not to leave your infant daughter around your homicidal son. His father apparently slapped him and said, "Why did you do it?" Sada is reported to have replied, "Just like that." Which, why did you do it just like that? Well, I don't fully understand that, but that's the information that I could find. Maybe he was explaining how he did it, or that he just liked doing it. I'm not completely sure. But this kid is absolutely sick. But get this, guys. His parents still chose not to alert the authorities. Why? In 2007, he killed another infant, and that's when he was brought to the authorities. So 2007, he's 9 years old, and apparently he kidnapped this baby out of a stroller. The stroller was just sitting there in front of a school building under some trees in the shade, and he ran up and kidnapped a baby. He smashed this baby's face in with a rock and buried her under some nearby grass. And then he just walked away. The mother returned to an empty stroller and was obviously wondering what happened to her baby. Luckily, a bystander had seen Amarjit Zada carrying the baby around, so they were able to point him out. So finally, without Zada's parents basically shielding him from the law and covering up his crimes, he was taken into police custody for questioning, and he eventually confessed to all 3 of the murders. And allegedly, he demanded cookies before he would confess. So that's what he wanted from the police in order to talk about this stuff. He wanted some cookies, which is the most like wholesome, innocent thing, like a little 9-year-old kid wanting cookies. But the context of this is so dark. It's such a bizarre juxtaposition of like this child being like, oh, I want some cookies, you know, and like they're literally talking to the police about kids that they killed. About the infant, he reportedly told the police, quote, "She was sleeping in the school. I took her a little away and killed her with a stone and buried her." Just really matter of fact, nothing to it. I don't know whatever became of his parents, probably freaking nothing, but I can't even imagine. I couldn't imagine having, I mean, I don't even have any kids, so like I could imagine having a kid, but oh my God, you know, what a horrific situation to be in. And I know there are like major cultural differences from growing up in India to growing up in America, but like if my kid did that, they would be in a mental hospital. They would be getting some help. They would be seeing, like, are you serious? What can you do in that situation? But that's such a big red flag. They literally killed 2 children and the parents freaking covered it up. The scariest part of this entire story is that reportedly in 2016, Amarjit Zada turned 18 years old and was released. And he wasn't released under his name, he was released under a new identity, and his current whereabouts are unknown. It's so unsettling knowing that he is still out there. I don't even know what to think about that or what to say about it. Like, oh my God. It also makes me wonder, like, he's so young. He's the world's youngest known serial killer. Nature or nurture? Obviously, it's a combination of both. And at least that's my opinion. I think it's both. And it clearly said that his father physically punished him. So I don't know if this was physical abuse that had been going on for many, many years. I don't know. It does seem like all 3 of the infants were girls. I don't know if that could have played a role in any of this. It seems more like happenstance, like he just saw the stroller and went up and took the child to kill it because it seemed like something he enjoyed doing, which is horrifying. I don't know. I can't fully comprehend it. It's so foreign and creepy and weird, but that is the story of the world's youngest serial killer, Amarjit Zada. Make sure you subscribe to Murder Pop Magazine. That is my platform. The link for that article is in the description below. And thank you so much for watching, guys. My name is Victoria Evans. Be safe out there.